All right, folks. Hope you're all doing all right. All right, today we're gonna try to draw a clown. So let's start with my head. I'm gonna say this is his body. Let's see, kind of like a tube, and I'm using pen again. I don't know. I guess this might become a thing where I'm just using pen all the time. And then we got his legs. Now, clowns, funny thing about clowns is they're all kind of like out of proportion. So we're gonna go with something like that. All right. Then we can add some goofy little feet like that. All right. Maybe draw this foot a little bit more so it doesn't look like he's walking around like a duck too much. And I'm gonna put the bottoms of the boots in like that. Gonna draw some bottoms over here. Alright, we're gonna do a little highlight square there, maybe a little highlight triangle there, and draw some lines for the laces. Alright, so we're getting our overall clown established. Now the pants, they kind of like fold over his boots, so we're gonna make them look like they're fluffy, like cotton balls. And I guess let's give him suspenders. So two rectangles here going to his shoulders. And we're gonna have him just like kind of putting his arms behind his back. Keep it simple. Little elbow right here. Go there. All right. Same thing over here. Elbow over here. See if I have my light on. Boom. Does that help a little bit? Looks good. All right. So then we're gonna give him a flower on his chest. And again, thing I like about drawing with pen is like whatever lines I make, I just leave them there. I'll just call them a day. So here's the elbow, so I'm just going to draw a couple creases because that's where his arm folds. A couple creases over here where this elbow would be. He's got his shoulders. I'm going to make them more defined. Then we got our neck. All right, little buttons for his suspenders. All right. Maybe make his shirt a little billowy. And I guess we could do a little, a little pleated thing around the neck that clowns usually have. But kind of gets muddy with the flower shape right there. So that's one thing you should always think about when you're drawing something. If you have like the same pattern around here and then somewhere right close by it, can make it sometimes a little confusing, but we'll just go with it. All right, I'm going to add a little shading in the arms. All right, same thing with this bottom half of the arm, the forearm. All right, and same thing on the other side, just to give it a little bit more depth to show that's kind of tucked behind the back. We're going to outline the suspenders a little bit more, make it clearer. Do the same thing with this collar that I decided to add, so it stands out more. And the flower, we're going to color them in lightly, not too dark. But we are going to go around the petals. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll give him some buttons. Because he's a fancy clown. He's got a button-up shirt. He's got a hot date. Alright. And then this suspender we didn't outline, so we're going to outline this suspender. And I think what we should do is we should color in the suspenders just to contrast with the rest of the clothes. So we'll color him in. Same thing with the other side. And we got this little curve here, so we'll go hide this guy. Color him in all the way down. Alright. Looks like we're ready to give our clown a face. Go to the side like that for the legs. The buttons. Alright. There we go. Alright. So, with clowns, we're going to give them a nice little poofy hairdo on both sides. I'm going to be honest, I can't recall the last time I drew a clown. But give him some big eyes. Make him looking up. Give him some eyebrows. He's kind of sad. This is a sad clown. I guess it's a thing to make all clowns sad. So we're just going to give him a nose. And I'm going to leave one side of the nose brighter. And clowns always have that outline around the mouth. I'm going to make them pouty. I don't know why we like making clowns sad. But there you go. You have your pouty clown. And I said he had a hot date, but maybe he got stood up by his hot date. He's all like, oh no! But he doesn't know that his date just missed the bus and she's only running 10 minutes behind. She's coming. But he's already imagining the worst. Poor guy. Give him an ear. We're going to give him another ear over here. Alright. A little chin. And there we go. Our clown's coming along. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and outline the hair one more time. That way it just looks more defined. Alright, we got our sad little clown. But he doesn't know that he's about to be surprised. He's going to be like really happy in just a few. But this is him just being a little worrywart. And we're going to color the pants in just a little bit. Just do a little hatching broad across the whole thing. I'm going to shade in here because this leg's behind this one in the front. Alright. We're going to outline the pants a little bit more. Alright, a little shading here. It's just scribbling. You know, it's just practicing drawing. Kind of just getting our creative juices going. Just getting more practice with our mark making techniques. Alright. And then the boots, I think we should color in the boots a little bit too, right? So we're going to go outline these guys a little bit more as well. A little shading right here. You can see now our boot. We're gonna go like that, like that, like that. I'm gonna go to the next boot. And I hope you guys cannot hear me chewing on my gum. And I apologize if you do. And like always, I like a little drop shadow, so we're gonna take the pen and just let it lightly scrape the paper. We don't want any really dark lines. And, you know, if you can, you want to mimic the shape of the clown. So he's got a little poofy hair up here. Oh. So we're gonna make it seem like it's agreeing with our drawing. Like I usually say, I want the shadow closest to our subject to be the darkest. So I'm going to go in here. Okay. And we are almost done, folks. I feel like he needs some flowers for his friend coming. But I don't know where to put him since I put his arms behind his back. Oh, we can make them. Maybe we could just do this. just do little regular cartoony flower shapes. Maybe a leaf here and there. And keep adding flowers. Make it look like a whole bouquet. And then in here we just draw straight lines. Alright. Alright. Is there anything else we might be missing? I think we're good. So this was a fun exercise, drawing a clown. Let me see what kind of clowns you guys can draw. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you next time.